As we know, innovation is all about finding solutions to problems. But finding solutions rarely happens sitting behind your desk with solve problem in your agenda and a blank sheet of paper in front of you. There are better methods, and today I'd like to share one of those with you. Almost everyone with a creative track record will tell you that their best ideas came up when they were not actively working on them. They came up when they were walking, gardening, being in the shower, or being in a bathtub. It seems like the best combination of problems and solutions takes place when your brain is not actively focusing on them and is in a relaxed state. So one of the ingredients for this process is relaxation. Activities that do not require a lot of cognitive activity. The other ingredient is having a problem kind of top of mind. If you have a problem that's been nagging you for weeks, that might not be the hardest ingredient for this recipe. The tough part here is that while you can increase the odds, you cannot force the process towards an outcome. It is still some sort of lottery. There was one person who was able to increase his odds in this lottery of finding solutions to problems, and that was Richard Feynman. Richard Feynman was a professor of quantum physics and often called the Great Explainer because of his ability to boil down complex subjects into a story that could be understood by a 5-year-old. He credited his reputation as a genius to the fact that he always had about a dozen of his favorite problems kind of top of mind. He said, "You have to keep a dozen of your favorite problems constantly present in your mind. Although by and large they will lay in a dormant state. Every time you hear a new trick or a new result, test it against each of your 12 problems to see whether it helps. Every once in a while there will be a hit, and people will say, 'How did he do it? He must be a genius.'" In effect, what he did is playing in 12 lotteries at a time. And he knew exactly which lotteries he wanted to play in. And Richard Feynman also understood very well the other side of this equation. When he wanted to take his mind off thinking too hard, he just repainted his office walls once again, or played the bongo, or made drawings. Having a fixed set of problems top of mind seems like a great strategy to play the creative collision lottery. It's almost like walking the aisles of your construction market with something in hand that needs fixing, constantly evaluating everything you see in front of you with the problem that needs to be solved. As an experiment, make a list of your favorite problems. Personally, I like the number 7 because I think it's a more realistic number than 12 in terms of keeping all of them top of mind. Write them down and try to size them right. For instance, finding meaning in life might be too big and not specific enough. Finding out what tomorrow's weather will be is really specific, but it's too small. Creating a good remote hiring process feels like the right size, specific, useful, like finding a way to attain financial freedom or attracting more clients for my business. Almost like a prayer for problem solving, life punishes the vague wish and rewards the specific ask. Once you have your list, you have your lottery tickets. And now it's just waiting for the draws every time you have unstructured time. Keep the list where you can see it and revisit it every once in a while. Trust the process and see what happens. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. See you next week.